Archangel Michael has an urgent message specifically for you today. You are in serious danger because of your neighbor, and he needs you to know this immediately. You've been feeling something strange lately, an uncomfortable sensation when you're near your home, like someone is watching you. Those moments when you look out your window and quickly step back without knowing why. The uneasy feeling you get when a certain neighbor is around, even though they seem normal on the surface. Archangel Michael has been sending you warning signs that you might have dismissed as paranoia or imagination. Your pets acting nervous around this person. Your children becoming quiet or withdrawn after seeing them. The strange sounds you hear at night that seem to come from their direction. These aren't coincidences or your mind playing tricks on you. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael is watching over you and your family right now. He has detected something deeply concerning about this neighbor that poses a real threat to your household's safety and peace. The fact that you found this message today isn't random. It's divine timing because what Archangel Michael needs to reveal cannot wait any longer. This situation requires immediate attention and protection. Archangel Michael has revealed something shocking about this neighbor. They have been systematically watching your family's routines and gathering information about your personal life. This isn't casual neighborly observation. It's calculated monitoring with harmful intentions. They know exactly when you leave for work, when you're home alone, when your children walk to school, and when your house sits empty. This person appears friendly and normal when you interact with them. They smile, wave, and make small talk about the weather or local events. But Archangel Michael sees their true nature and what they do when you're not looking. Behind their pleasant exterior, they harbor deep resentment, obsession, or jealousy toward your household. Their seemingly innocent conversations are actually information-gathering sessions. When they ask about your vacation plans, your work schedule, or your family's activities, they're building a detailed picture of your vulnerabilities. Every friendly interaction has been reconnaissance disguised as neighborly concern. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that this neighbor has positioned themselves strategically in your life. They've made themselves seem helpful and trustworthy while secretly working against your family's well-being and safety. The danger is real and it's escalating. What started as watching has progressed to something more serious that threatens your peace, your property, and potentially your family's physical safety. This revelation might feel shocking, but divine timing has brought this warning to you before irreversible damage occurs. Now Archangel Michael wants you to recognize the signs of this neighbor's harmful behavior that you may have dismissed or overlooked. Think about the strange technical problems that seem to happen when this neighbor is nearby. Your Wi-Fi suddenly cutting out, your car having mysterious issues, or electronic devices malfunctioning for no apparent reason. Have you noticed small items disappearing from your yard or property? Garden tools that go missing, mail that seems to arrive late or not at all, or decorations that mysteriously move or vanish. These aren't accidents or coincidences. They're signs of someone crossing boundaries they shouldn't cross. Pay attention to how this neighbor always seems to appear exactly when you're outside. They emerge from their house moments after you step into your yard, almost like they've been watching and waiting. Their timing is too perfect to be natural. Notice how conversations with this person leave you feeling drained, confused, or anxious. After talking with them, you might find yourself questioning decisions you were confident about, or feeling worried about things that weren't bothering you before. This emotional manipulation is intentional. Your pets and children are especially sensitive to negative energies. If your normally friendly dog becomes nervous, hides, or acts defensive around this neighbor, trust this reaction. Similarly, if your children suddenly become quiet, clingy, or reluctant to play outside when this person is around, these are serious warning signs. strange odors coming from their property, unusual sounds at odd hours, or lights that stay on all night could indicate activities that aren't normal. The feeling of being watched through your windows, especially at night, isn't paranoia. It's your intuition trying to protect you. Most importantly, trust that uncomfortable feeling in your stomach when this neighbor is near. Your body is detecting danger that your logical mind might dismiss. Archangel Michael has shown me exactly what drives this neighbor's harmful behavior toward your family. The negative energy surrounding them is dense and dark, indicating someone consumed by jealousy, resentment, or unhealthy obsession. They look at your home, your family's happiness, your belongings, and they want what you have. This person feels that life has been unfair to them while blessing you with things they deserve more. Your family's laughter, your peaceful home environment, your sense of security. These things trigger intense negative emotions in them. Rather than working to improve their own situation, they've decided to try destroying yours. They've been working to turn other neighbors against you through subtle comments and false concerns. They plant seeds of doubt about your character, share twisted versions of innocent events, and position themselves as the reasonable neighbor dealing with your problems. What makes this especially dangerous is their patience and planning. They're not acting on sudden impulses. They're methodically creating opportunities to cause problems for your household. They study your routines, looking for moments when you're most vulnerable. Archangel Michael reveals that this neighbor carries a spiritual darkness that affects everyone around them. Their negative energy seeps into your property, creating unexplained tensions within your home, disrupting your family's natural harmony, and attracting other problems into your life. Traditional approaches like friendly conversation or trying to understand their perspective won't work because their intentions aren't based on logic or fairness. They're driven by forces much darker than simple neighborly disputes. This requires divine intervention and spiritual protection to resolve safely. Archangel Michael is offering his powerful spiritual protection to shield your family and property from this neighbor's harmful intentions. Begin each morning with this protection prayer. Archangel Michael, I call upon your mighty protection for my family and home. Surround our property with your blue light of truth and safety. Create an impenetrable shield that blocks all negative energy and harmful intentions from our neighbor. Thank you for standing guard over our household. Visualize a bright blue dome of protective light covering your entire property. See this divine shield extending deep into the ground and high into the sky, creating a complete spiritual barrier. Negative energy from your neighbor cannot penetrate this protection. It bounces back to its source. Create physical salt barriers by sprinkling blessed salt along the property line facing your neighbor's home. As you place the salt, say, "This salt creates a boundary of protection that no negative energy can cross." Refresh this barrier monthly, especially after heavy rain. The mirror technique provides powerful defense against negative intentions. Place a small mirror facing your neighbor's property while visualizing it reflecting all harmful energy back to them multiplied. This isn't about causing harm, it's about ensuring their negative actions affect them instead of you. When you sense your neighbor's negative presence, use sound clearing immediately. Clap your hands sharply 3 times while mentally stating, Archangel Michael, clear this space of all negative influence. Ring a bell or chime if possible to create vibrational shifts that disperse lower energies. Before sleep each night, visualize Archangel Michael standing guard at every entrance to your property, with his sword of light drawn. See him cutting any energetic cords your neighbor tries to create toward your family. This protection continues while you sleep, keeping your dreams peaceful and your home safe. Carry a small piece of black tourmaline or hematite in your pocket when you must interact with this neighbor. These stones absorb negative energy and prevent it from attaching to you. Blue items placed around your home's perimeter, ribbons tied to fence posts, blue flowers planted strategically, serve as visible anchors for Archangel Michael's protective energy. While spiritual protection is essential, Archangel Michael also guides you to take practical steps in the physical world. Document any concerning behaviors without confrontation. Keep a simple log noting dates, times, and specific actions that made you uncomfortable. This creates a pattern record should you need to involve authorities later. Implement basic security measures immediately. Motion sensor lights facing your neighbor's property will discourage unwanted nighttime activity. Security cameras positioned to monitor your own property boundaries provide evidence and deterrence. Change your family's routines occasionally so they become unpredictable. Never share personal information with this neighbor. Vacation plans, work schedules, family activities, or financial situations. Keep conversations brief and surface level. If they ask personal questions, deflect with phrases like, "We're still deciding," or "We prefer to keep that private." Build alliances with other neighbors who may also sense problems with this person. Often, problematic neighbors affect multiple households. Sharing observations with trusted neighbors creates a support network and broader awareness of concerning behaviors. Teach family members to trust their instincts completely. If anyone feels uncomfortable around this neighbor, they should immediately remove themselves from the situation and tell you. Create simple code words your family can use to signal discomfort or need for help. Install privacy screens or plant hedges to block direct sight lines from your neighbor's property into your home. This reduces their ability to monitor your family's activities and creates psychological comfort. Know when to involve authorities. If your neighbor trespasses, damages property, threatens anyone, or engages in clearly illegal behavior, contact police immediately. Your safety takes priority over avoiding conflict. Trust Archangel Michael's guidance about whether situations require professional intervention versus spiritual handling alone. Most importantly, maintain normal family life while staying alert. Don't let this neighbor's negative energy steal your joy or make you feel like prisoners in your own home. Protecting your family requires special attention to each member's needs and vulnerability levels. Start by having an age-appropriate conversation with family members about trusting their feelings around this neighbor without creating unnecessary fear. Explain that some people carry negative energy that can make others feel uncomfortable, and it's important to pay attention to these feelings. Create a family protection ritual that everyone can participate in. This might be holding hands in a circle each evening and asking for divine protection over your home, or lighting a white candle together while stating your intention for family safety. These shared spiritual practices create collective strength. Teach children specific safety protocols. Never go near this neighbor's property alone. Always tell a parent immediately if the neighbor approaches them, and come inside right away if they feel scared or uncomfortable. Make these rules non-negotiable, but explain them as general safety rather than fear-based restrictions. For family members who must leave the house for work or school, teach them to visualize Archangel Michael's blue protective light surrounding them as they travel. This portable protection travels with them throughout the day. Strengthen your family's energy by spending quality time together, sharing what you're grateful for, and supporting each other's emotional needs. A unified family creates a powerful spiritual shield that negative outside influences cannot penetrate. Keep family communication open so everyone feels comfortable sharing concerns or strange experiences. Sometimes children notice things adults miss because they're naturally more sensitive to energy changes. Most importantly, maintain your family's joy and peace. The strongest protection against negative neighbors is a household filled with love, laughter, and mutual support. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that this challenging situation will resolve through divine intervention, but it requires patience and consistent spiritual protection. The spiritual law of cause and effect is already working. Your neighbor's negative actions are creating consequences in their own life that will eventually force change. You'll begin to notice signs that your protection is working, and their negative influence is weakening. They may become less visible around your property, seem distracted or troubled when you do see them, or their attempts at interference may start backfiring. Some people report their problematic neighbors suddenly deciding to move away or becoming too busy with their own problems to focus on others. Continue your daily protection practices even after the immediate threat seems to diminish. Consistent spiritual maintenance prevents new problems from developing and keeps your household's energy strong and clear. If your neighbor moves away or their behavior significantly improves, maintain basic protective boundaries until you're certain the change is permanent. Some people cycle through periods of better and worse behavior. This experience is strengthening your family's spiritual awareness and teaching valuable lessons about energy protection, trusting intuition, and recognizing negative influences. These skills will serve you throughout life in all types of relationships and situations. Use your experience to help others who may face similar neighbor problems. Your story and the techniques that worked for you can provide hope and practical guidance to people in comparable situations. Remember that going through this challenge together ultimately creates stronger family bonds and deeper spiritual protection around your home than existed before. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now as you hear this urgent message. His sword of truth and shield of protection are ready to defend your family from your neighbor's harmful intentions. This divine warning came to you at exactly the right moment because the situation requires immediate action. Begin implementing these protection practices today, not tomorrow or next week. The spiritual and physical safety measures must start now, while the divine energy alignment is strongest. Your family's well-being and peace are the highest priorities in the angelic realm. Show your appreciation for this life, saving divine intervention by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the spiritual connection between your family and Archangel Michael's protection, ensuring his continued guidance throughout this challenging situation. Trust that this revelation, though concerning, arrived precisely when you needed it most. Your protection has already begun, and Archangel Michael will continue standing guard over your household. Take action now to secure your family's safety and peace.